Let's get it. Okay, bam. Hey, what's going on? Mi familia. So excited to be back today for another Infinity Kingdom video. And we are going to be talking about how to min-max and also, more importantly, what are the best current free-to-play slash budget-friendly comps that you can run for late game marches, right? That are still going to be viable and have still been viable up until game was released. What are those and why are they going to be efficient for you? Let me start with just a little bit of context here. The reason why the reason why we talk about so often it's important to really focus on a primary march and then a secondary if and when you are ready. Now this obviously depends on if you are anywhere from free to play to upwards of the high spender spectrum. Now our video is mainly going to be focusing on the free to play aspect. But the big reason why it's good to focus on these things is because by investing heavily into one march, it will allow for you to then be able to attack higher level gnomes consistently. You'll be able to eventually start one-shotting higher level bosses as you work your way up the tier level. And then you'll also be able to gather more resources per march when you're going out to those tiles, right? Which means less micromanaging you're going to have to do on your account, less logging in you're going to have to do to keep sending out your marches. It's also one of the reasons why we recommend at least leveling up the immortals that are in your marches to level 20 each, so that way you could start kind of breaking that mill load threshold, again, to keep them out longer. So you don't have to do so much multitasking and just frequently coming back into the game. So with that out of the way, let's talk about our one of two, but the first comp that we're going to be discussing, which is pretty standard, but it's going to be water, right? This is the second best free to play. Really, this is more of a super low budget friendly comp that you're going to be able to run going into the late game. Now, who are you going to be running in that? So, you're going to run Merlin, of course. You can get Merlin for $1. And you can also pull Merlin in your market for purple crystals. This is almost by far the most important part. Then next, you're going to be able to run... Oh man, now I have to scroll down here. Then next, you're going to go Yoshi or Yoshitsune for your backline. Right, you can pull Yoshi for free in Hall of Immortals. It just takes a little bit of time. Or you can also get Yoshi from Alliance level 9. If you go to the shop and then you scroll down, you could see you could get Yoshi here, but you gotta unlock at Alliance level 9. Then, the next one you're going to be able to run is going to be, whatever my Herald is here. Herald is going to be your other front line. Now, Herald you can pull from Hall of Immortals, and you can also get him in market for purple crystals as well. Lastly is going to be my boy, Mr. Attila. Now, Attila, like Merlin, does cost a little bit, but it is still super budget friendly, right? Daily deals, you can get him for mystery pearls. So let's show you exactly how much Attila costs. So we're going to go into daily deals, right? Let's go to redeem. Attila costs, right? So keep in mind, you can get your epic immortal selection chest. This costs 20. I think these are pearls, right? It's the mystery pearls that they are. I wish I could click on this and it would tell me, but let's see. Oh, yeah, see, mystery pearls. There you go. So, you click on the chest. It says Epic Immortal Selection Chest. You can choose one of the following. This is for a minimum unlock. You can do Attila, Saladin, Elcid, Alexander. So, you need 20. Let's see how much you get for each. So, you get 5 pearls, 5, and 10. This adds up to 20. So, you spend $6. You can then unlock Attila. And you also get Merlin, because you spend any amount of money in the game and you get Merlin, right? So you can spend $6 and you'll get Merlin, which will pop for in the market for purple crystals, and then Attila will also pop in the market, but he pops in the market for green gems, right? So you have to use your premium currency here for Attila. That's the only asterisks, if you will. But if you are willing to spend your green crystals on Attila, right, then again, you're still looking at a $6 investment to get a late game, still very efficient water comp that you can run for your primary or your second march. Now let's talk about the second march that you can run, which is, by the way, completely free to play and really should be a staple in arguably any players, at least one of your 4 marches, right? But for the free to play, this should be something that you go for. Now, whether you want to go for this as your second march that you eventually transition into your primary, let's say if you don't want to spend the $6, or if you are still just looking for whatever the second comp is that you want to work on after you end up leveling water, this is it. And what it is fire. Now, the reason why we say fire, again, is because every epic immortal that we're going to talk about can be unlocked in a free-to-play way, and you don't have to spend any amount of money. So what are those immortals? It's going to be Hippolyta, and then from there, you're going to be able to pull Hippolyta from Hall of Immortals. Hippolyta will also spawn in the market for purple crystals, which again is your non-premium currency. Then you're going to be looking at, let me scroll down here a little bit more. Oh gosh, where is my next best buddy that I'm missing? Oh, you know what? We're going to have to scroll down farther. All right, here we go. So the next one is going to be, oh gosh, here we go, William. So William, right, is also someone that you can get here from Hall of Immortals, right? And then you can also do Market, right, Mystery Shop as well. But Hall of Immortals, you're going to be able to pull William from eventually. And then when you do, again, he'll spawn in Market for purple. Next is going to be wherever my Ashoka buddy is. So Ashoka, same thing. You'll be able to pull from Hall of Immortals. Again, spawns in Market for purple gems. Then lastly, we're going to talk about, where's my buddy Woo? Where's Woozy? Oh gosh, these avatars, you always have to remember how they look. Here we go. And then lastly is Woo. Woo, you can get from special bundles whenever it does come up, even though it says that. And then Woo will also spawn in Market, but the way that you get Woo is from either Arena Seasons. So Woo spawns in Arena Season 1, but that's the overall ranking that you have to place there, right? So here, let's give you an example. So let's go to the ranking, and then from there, we'll go to rewards. So rewards here, right? These are your dailies, and then you have the end of season rewards, right? So to get the bare minimum unlock, you have to place 3rd or higher in Arena. Now, Arena is more of a pay-to-win / spender style event, so it's going to be very difficult for users free-to-play to do that. But what will be easy for you to do as far as unlocking Woo over a period of time is going to be from Contention of Relics. Now, Contention of Relics, there is a small asterisk here as well, because in order to do this, right, you do have to place first, right? So your faction in Contention of Relics has to place first overall. If that happens, you will then be able to use any of your COR coins, or your Valor Marks, if you will, on Empress Woo shards, right? And it's 1 per 2,000. So keep in mind, even if you go hard in the first COR, it may be something where you're probably going to have, it's probably going to take you a couple CORs to unlock. But as a free-to-play, you will be able to eventually unlock Empress Woo, and then you'll complete your Fire March, right? So then you'll be extremely set and good to go from there. Now, this pretty much rounds out the top 2 recommended budget free-to-play comps that you are going to want to run for your new account, at least that you're going to be working towards, right? Now, if you go with any other comp, whether it's wind, whether it's lightning, whether it's earth, right, really to get the ideal comp or the ideal march, you pretty much have to spend the $99.99 on one of the grand promotion bundles for either Charles, Genghis, or Baldwin. And again, with Shadow not really necessarily being as viable now, because typically you would need to hit VIP 15 so you can do the Shadow Dragon unlock and then start farming more of the shards, right? And Holy's not really super viable at the moment either, just because there's not a lot of full pieces to even run a full March set. These are going to be the 2 best comps that you can run, again, if you're free to play or you're extremely low budget, and how you could still be efficient and effective going into the mid and the late game, especially once our beautiful SVS comes out, or even if you want to participate in AVA. So that is it for me. I, as always, hope everyone enjoyed the content. You enjoyed some of these tips and what we talked about, along with showing you how you could go about accessing these immortals to build your 2 favorable free-to-play low-budget marches. Any feedback, comments, please feel free to leave those down below in the comment section below the video, and I think the description as well. That is it for me. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later.